Okay, so what's up guys, this is Zydrox in another video. In today's video I'm going to be doing something a little different because Skybook doesn't seem to want to work. I'm going to be doing 5 hours of Stardew Valley. I think I can do quite a lot in 5 hours. As you can see, I do have sometimes Stardew Valley already. My main profile is like pretty much done, 240 hours, 55 million perfection. So I decided to this time try something else, a brand new profile. And I said I'll just do a standard farm. I'm going to set it up, and then 5 hours later I'm going to keep checking up on you, and yeah, we'll see what I can do in 5 hours. Okay, so I've done set up the profile. This is our character in Zydrox for rethink Stardew. This is our dog. Standard farm, skip intro, and let's get right to it. I'm going to start the timer. Okay, so the first hours I just spent day skipping, growing crops, and then going to sleep, just skipping until I got the crops. So I skipped getting parsnips and cauliflowers and got to about 20,000 coins. Then I planted some potatoes and I thought I was doing really good rates. So I decided I would go to the mines. I spent about the next hour and a half in the mines. Got up to about the first day I got to level 19. The second day, by the hour and a half mark, I have got to level 60. Then I realized that it's been about 2.5 hours since the challenge started, and I only got like 30,000 coins in total. And my best tool is like a copper pickaxe, and I'm level 60 in the mine, so I'm not even close to getting to the bottom. So I realized I'm way behind. I'm already halfway through the challenge, and I did basically nothing. So I decided this was time to actually think what I'm gonna do and then do it. So I decided that instead of continuing to endlessly doing the mines for another hour and a half just to get to the bottom, and then having an hour to make 1,000,000 coins and get the iridium for iridium tools, I decided to instead right now go and make some coins. I thought if I can make the coins, I can buy all the gold, iron, and copper and coal, get myself the gold tools, and then buy the bus from Georgia, and go to the coal caverns, mine the rest of the iridium I need. However, it all depended on me getting coins, so I thought that was a really good strategy. So for the next hour, I spent getting a bunch of coins. I started off by getting 10 sprinklers. Then I sold some of the stuff I got from the mines because I accidentally spent all my coins on sprinklers. Then I started making some coins. I skipped days, got more and more sprinklers and more crops, to the point where I got at the end 160 crops that could be planted and watered with sprinklers. That was really nice. At that point I already had made about 100 to 150,000 coins per season by just like planting the crops and slipping a bunch. So it was like 10 minutes per 100k, so it's like 10k a minute. It was really good rates. I thought I might have a shot at getting it. I kept going back and forth. I was not sure what I'm doing. I kept thinking I'm going to easily do it, and then the next minute I was like, no shot, I'm going to be doing it. It's too difficult. At the end, once I got to like the last hour, I realized there's no way I'm going to be able to get the iridium, because I made I remember that you cannot enter the skull caverns even if you have the bus, because you need to get to the bottom of the mines to get the skull key. So I realized my whole plan of how to get the iridium was going to indefinitely fail. So yeah, that was a bit too difficult, and that was like kind of demotivating at the last couple of minutes. I decided to just, instead of iridium tools, go for gold tools. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna keep grinding. About at the last 20 minutes mark, I decided I made like 600,000 gold. I realized I'm not going to be able to make another 400,000 in the next 20 minutes. So instead I decided to just max out Joja and try and upgrade the tools. And that when I realized something really disappointing. This challenge was kind of like impossible, basically impossible, because you needed like 2.5 hours just to upgrade the tools from gold to gold, like about 3 hours to iridium, because it takes about 5 minutes from the moment you wake up to 9 a.m. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. So you had to wait 3 to 5 minutes about 35 times, which is a really long time when we're talking about a 5-hour challenge. It would have eaten the entire run, so that meant in order to do this run, I had to somehow get all the materials by the first hour, which, I mean, let's just look at the world record 1 second. The world record to getting to Skull Caverns 100 is 1 hour and 5 minutes. That means that if I was at world record pace, I need to do at world record space to get to Skull Caverns floor 100, and during that time somehow also make enough coins to upgrade all the tools to iridium, which is like 350,000 gold, I think, something like that, 300,000 gold. It's a couple hundred thousand gold, and all the materials, because like even if you get to Skull Cavern floor 100, you will also need to get 180 iridium, 180 copper, 180 gold, 180 iron, 180 coal, basically, a bit less, but yeah. And also you needed to get more copper and stone for like furnaces. It would have been basically impossible to get all of that smelted, but at the end I was able to get pretty impressively close. As you can see from this clip right here, this is the final moment. Oh, got a garbage hat. So with the last minute on 20 seconds on the clock, basically the challenge is over. I've finished the last thing of Joja. So I've finished every Joja thing. I've got my iron at my pickaxe at Clint, upgrading to iron, and also I've got about 620k total gold. I did not make anywhere near as much progress as I thought. I did get the garbage hat though. I made 613,000 gold. I've finished Joja, which wasn't the original plan at all. But I mean, I said halfway through I saw that I was not gonna get it, so I decided to add something small to it. So yeah, I have a massive farm. Okay, it can there's room for 160 crops here. It's pretty good. I also got some meteors, so I can probably, if I had a little extra time, I could have probably mined them and get like a couple of iridium bars, maybe like 2 or 3 iridium bars. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to show that I did actually was able to finish the entirety of Joja basically on the buzzer, like 20 seconds before the end. Town. Yeah, okay, here it is. So this is the final scene I got. I'm going to show you really quick that I did actually get basically exactly 5 hours. I think it might be like a couple minutes shorter or longer than that, because I did have a couple of times where I had to like change OBS. It was starting to just crowd loop. I didn't want to lose any clips, so it might have counted into the times, but it's basically 5 hours, maybe like 5 hours and 5 minutes or something like that. But yeah, and as you can see, we have finished Joja. We've got the soda machine. Which means that if we had about like, I'd say 4 extra hours, we could have probably gotten to Ginger Island, completed a couple of the things. But yeah, let's just show you the time. We've had all of that in 4 hours and 47 minutes. Actually, we've had an extra 13 minutes. But yeah, so yeah, I was able to get 600,000 coins. And get like finish Joja, which was pretty impressive, I'd say, for about, I don't know, and I mean I did lose about an hour and a half there for just doing mines and not ever using it at all. I probably could have done a better run. If I wouldn't have gone to the mines, I think I would have had enough time to upgrade all my tools to like maybe, I don't know, maybe gold. I doubt gold, but maybe like some gold and some iron. Probably would have had enough coins to get all the golden walnuts, because I would have continued making more and more money. And the golden walnuts are just like 1.2 mil. So if I had another hour and a half to get coins, it would have been about enough for me to get that, and I had the iridium from the meteors to do that. So I would say it wasn't the perfect run by any means, but for a 5-hour run that I made everything up on the spot, like I just decided out of nowhere I want to do this run. It sounds like interesting. See how much I can do in 5 hours. What is going to pop up to me? What is the challenges I want to do? I would say it was a pretty good run. Overall, 5 hours is not that long of a save, and to be able to get 600,000 gold, some cool tools, finish Joja and unlock to unlock what's it called? To unlock Ginger Island in 5 hours, I'd say it's pretty good progress. Especially because the way I set it up, I was able to get from there to like near perfection in a couple of hours, because other than like cook every item and craft every item, which are the hardest one, fish everything, give all the gifts, get all the star drops, are relatively easy ones to get, especially if you have all the coins. And making like 500k per year, per in-game year, would have definitely helped me rush through the more expensive stuff like gold clock and stuff like that. I could have like probably bought sprinklers. And what I'm trying to say is, even though this run was nowhere near what I wanted to do originally, it was, I still think, a pretty good run, and I think it can help people who just started off playing Stardew Valley, or even pretty familiar players. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and turn on notification. And until the next time, goodbye.